You can barely see the table. I don't think. Let's see if I'm sitting. Actually, can you just look at that camera to see if it sees me in the shot or if it sees... If you're sitting here... Yes? Are we ready to take our ownership of our problem? So, maybe we're gonna come a little closer. You're not really... So I've been doing daily vlogs. You guys maybe have watched them. And they've been fun. They've been fun to do. You've got to be in some,
yeah.
Right? We just finished watching. It's a cool little not Netflix, YouTube series. Will Smith, if you've watched it, it's called The Best Shape of My Life.
Yes.
Right. And actually, I found it. I don't know. I found it really kind of fairly inspirational. I would say, in someone that was or spent their life in front of a camera and always had to look a certain way and act a certain way and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you could say he let himself go, but COVID definitely came around, and most of us. I remember you called it the COVID 20 or something like that.
Quarantine 15.
Quarantine 15. Quarantine 15 came, and it was the quarantine 20 and quarantine more than 15. So I decided that we've been trying, I'd say on and off for the last year, probably.
Yeah.
On and off.
A lot of false starts.
A lot of false starts and trying stuff and losing that motivation because, I don't know, you just don't see the results that you're hoping for or something like that. And you just don't stick with it, and in your head you're constantly coming up with excuses as to why. At least for me. Maybe it's not for you.
Well, I think this mental health state has a huge
for sure
part in it.
Yeah.
It's been a challenging
couple of years.
Yeah.
For
like so very many reasons.
Yeah, I find, and I think maybe we both are, but I'm definitely like a stress eater and snacker, and boredom creeps in. Like you can't sit and watch TV without having to eat something, or go to a movie without getting popcorn or anything like that. So,
habits.
Yeah, a lot of it's habits and just being okay with not having your brain constantly having to be active, I guess, because even though you're watching a movie, how many movies have I watched and I've missed chunks of them in the middle because I end up on my phone or something silly like that, and I just
all of them.
Yeah, all of them. So anyways, my hope is that just like if you haven't watched that series, you should if you're interested at all in anything like that. I think they talked about him, if he could record it and he put it out there, then he would take more responsibility, or he would take more accountability. Yeah, that's the word I'm thinking of. Because you have to check in, and if when it's just Mary and I, and we decide to go off the rails, which we tend to do. We did it yesterday. Yeah. And then of course we check ourselves today, and weirdly enough the results aren't there, but it's just the two of us, so we were like, oh, it's okay. we'll get back on track tomorrow.
Neither of us is good at being the strong one.
Right. Right.
We're both easily coerced into doing bad things.
We're very easy.
It takes like
nothing.
Yeah, like a hint of a comment.
Yeah. We can't watch TV commercials because as soon as there's an advertisement for something, we're like, I want that.
Yeah.
So, and I think the other thing too is like, we are so, I don't know, we embrace our victories, but when it's a loss, it just derails us.
Yeah.
We're just like, okay, that's not working, even though we've had a whole bunch of wins. So we're hoping for some accountability, I think, with this, having this come up. So today's Sunday, the 14th of November. And we're going to be going out grocery shopping today because one of the biggest, we have a lot of biggest, I think. One of the other things for us is we are not good at, if we have to spend an hour making food, a lot of times we'll just be like, no, let's figure out how to go out and get something. It's just easier.
But it's less that than planning.
Right, if we know that.
It is that too, but
But if we have the food ready, because a lot of times we're just like, what should we eat? And we're like, I don't know. And then I don't know turns to, well, we should just order something because they'll know. And there's a selection of foods to choose from, and we just pick the one and we're good.
and none of us can make a decision.
No. So that's a weakness. So we're doing a meal planner, at least for a week, this week. And we're going grocery shopping. And the hope is that you guys will stay with or come by. I'm going to try to post these on Mondays. Mondays is going to be weigh-in day. And we're not going to necessarily show you our weights because I don't think that's important. I think what is important is how we feel and if we're actually losing the weight that we want. So, right, like what we started at is fine, but if I take a week and I go down a pound, then it's down a pound. That's great. Didn't really matter, I don't think.
No.
What the number is,
No.
right? But there's some goals we have as to what we want, and I'm interested to see what we can do in a couple months for sure. Because hopefully in a couple months we'll get back into some kind of routine.
That's the hope.
That's the hope, because that's a problem. Yeah. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we finished our meal plan, and really we're mostly focused on dinners because Mary goes to work and I'm home, so we don't need to have something really that is something for both of us to eat.
What do you mean?
Well, we're not making a meal necessarily that's for you and I
During the day?
during the day.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So like for me, I usually have eggs for breakfast or a smoothie or something like that. That's my plan. At least that's my plan for during the week for my breakfast and lunch. And then really the important one is for dinner. And for you, kind of, I guess the same. Just like smoothie or something for throughout the day or...
Well, I'll need stuff to bring for lunch.
Right. But we can figure that out with our... Really, the big one is planning for dinner, because that's our biggest weakness. If we go out for something, it's almost always a dinner time thing.
Yeah.
So we need to nip that one. And we've got our dinner meal planner done. Okay, so just so you know, if you're looking at our little meal planner food list here, there's going to be food on it that
A picky 16-year-old needs to eat.
right. So our daughter, who has no weight issues at all, she's very...
There's a gain weight of
Yeah, maybe. That's food for her. So anything that looks healthy on the menu, anything that's...
Well, it's not that it's not healthy.
Well, macaroni and cheese and bagels. No, it's fine, but as long as that's not all she eats.
Right.
Right.
She'll eat the dinners with us.
Right, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so meal plan is good. We are heading out to grocery store now. We're good for meat. but need to buy all the vegetables and stuff like that. So, grocery store time. All right, so we are back at the house. Grocery shopping was a success, right, Mary?
Yep.
We went through the chip aisle and everything and didn't buy any chips.
Nope.
And that's good. We stuck to our list. And only stuff that we bought that was questionable is for Harley. Right?
Not bad.
No, I'm just saying it would be very questionable for us. It'll be a no-no for us. So the goal is for us is low carb, low sugars,
Yes.
right?
No process.
No processed stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. Tomorrow will be our weigh-in, and day one of our best shape, because we are a shape, just not the best shape. Okay, so that's $150 worth of groceries. Well, minus the water we bought, because that's almost $10.
Right,
For
but
water.
that is part of our grocery.
No, I know. It's just that it's not on the table.
Right.
So, but $150,
And no meat.
no meat, and really, that's food for a week
Yeah.
without meat.
Not that we're not eating meat, we just have the meat already.
Right. So, yeah, groceries
We're
are
not those
expensive.
people.
No, we're not those people. But, as we can attest, we went out for dinner, one meal, and it cost us like $50, $60.
Yeah.
So $150 for the week, when you put it into perspective.
Yeah, it's less than you would have gotten a year ago.
Right, the food is definitely more expensive now, for sure. Yeah. All right, so weigh-in has been done. Oh, the door frame is low. So this marks ground zero. Ground zero. Oh, yep. So, Mondays is going to be the days. So every Monday, we'll keep doing. I think we'll keep doing like the daily vloggy stuff. But we will definitely be checking in on Mondays to do the weigh-in to see how, if the bar's lowering, right? That's important. And anybody out there going to join us? Going to do the best shape of your life? I don't know if good old Will Smith thought that's what people would do, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's a challenge. I'm up for it. It's time. It needs to happen. And I got a big birthday coming up in almost just over 2 months away. Mary's got her birthday coming up like this weekend. So that's going to be a hardship too, because it's birthday meals, birthday dinners, birthday cakes. What do you do? I don't know. All right, that's it for today's video. Stay around for all the tech stuff. Stay around for the daily vlogs, or just come back on Mondays and check these out. Whichever. All good. See you guys later.